A Saintly Switch is a really good film. This was released in 1999. This is directed by Peter Bogdanovich. It's written by Harren Orkin with a story by Sally Hampton, with a cast including Vivica A. Fox, David Alan Grier, we have Al Waxman, Scott Owen Cumberbatch, Shadia Simmons, we also have Rue McClanahan, and it's because of Rue McClanahan that I became aware of this, but I definitely would have watched this anyway had I discovered it randomly, because it is a body swap film, and I absolutely love them. I think when they're done right, and generally they are really, really good fun. It also is a little bit more emotional than the average body swap film. I'm thinking Freaky Friday and there are a couple of horror films that are like that, but this one does get quite emotional. And this is because Dan and Sara are married with children, but it's not a happy life, and they're close to getting a divorce. And there are some scenes where they're arguing and the children look really scared and unhappy and just uncertain of what's going to happen. And I won't say exactly how it happens, but the children, by magic, make their parents swap bodies. And they then have to walk a mile in each other's shoes and try and gain a different perspective. Absolutely my kind of film. And this one is done so well. Yes, it's very emotional, but it's also quite funny as well. And a little bit different. Not massively different, but I feel like the activities that each character that Dan and Sara had to do in the other person's body were maybe a little different to some that I've seen. They definitely do things that they will not have experienced at all in their own life. The scenarios are completely not what they're used to, and it worked really well. It's very creative as a narrative. It is very fun. It is quite funny, but there are those moments that are a little bit heavier, especially when you remember that if this doesn't work, if they don't realise that maybe they can see things from each other's perspective and they can work it out, the children's parents might get a divorce, and it's not great to think about. And I think it had a really solid narrative with a really great balance there. The characters are all really likeable, they are really interesting, the narrative itself has really good pacing, great camera work, all of the technical aspects are very well done, and I thoroughly enjoyed this and highly recommend it if you love films like Freaky Friday, where characters swap bodies and have to live in each other's lives. It's definitely a good one, definitely creative, great characters and performances, a lot of fun with some more emotional moments there, and definitely a film that I'm happy to recommend.